Hello and welcome to the Ask Ardyce podcast, the podcast where we ask my grandma questions about life, the universe, and everything, and she gives us her honest answers. Joining me today, as usual, is the woman herself. Grandma, would you like to say hello to everyone?
Hi, everybody. I hope you're staying safe, and I know it's a tough time, but we will make it through this.
Awesome. Good message to start us off. So we had lots of questions this week, so this will probably be a 2-episode week. So if you don't hear your answers in this episode, don't worry. They are coming in episode number 14. But for now, I'd like to just dive into some of the callers that we had. First off, we have a question from Celeste Theirin. She asks, do you have a favorite recipe? And is there a story behind it?
Well, you know what? This is a weird thing to say, but I'm going to say dough gods, and probably not too many people know what that is, but what that is you take bread and you twist it and you put it in hot grease, and you bring it out and you slather it with butter and syrup or jam or whatever, and it's something that people will ask me, please, can we do dough gods again? It's just one of those things that came to my mind.
I feel like deep fried dough is tasty for anyone, Grandma, so that sounds just wonderful. I don't know if you must have made them for me, but I don't remember.
You were probably pretty little, Miranda. Yeah. Yeah,
well, we're going to have to make that after all this is over, because I'm not going, my whole life without having deep fried dough from my grandma. I've got to...
And we'll have to have Gina come with it. Come and have it.
There you go. Okay, was it a Galardi thing?
Yeah, they loved it. They were just crazy. When I made it, they thought, oh, well, how come we haven't had this all of our lives?
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to try that sometime. Try making that. My favorites from you are grape and apple salad. I just love that you put grape, apples, and cool-up and call it a salad, and I get to have that instead of greens and stuff. That was...
Well, yeah, I should say, Miranda, too. That was, that was through the family. Mom did it. My sisters did it. My grandma did it.
Right.
So that's how it started. We've done it for years.
Yeah.
Some people used to put nuts in it.
Oh, that's right.
My mom stopped because I was allergic to walnuts, and that's what everybody was using.
Oh, well, I like it just with the grapes and apples, so that's just fine for me. And then actually, I really like your spinach dip. I always liked that.
Yeah.
She would put it in she'd hollow out a bowl of bread and she would put the dip inside there. And my favorite was the parts around the outside that soaked up all the dip. I could just eat that for days. And then the last one is your burritos, I think. That might be.
Yeah.
I have so many favorites.
It's after those other things.
Yeah. I have so many favorites from you. I could go on and on about your cooking. I think it's wonderful. But now that I know about deep fried dough, we're doing that next. Next question is from Jana Boyko. She asks, what is one of your greatest adventures? What is the most thrilling adventure you have ever had?
Thrilling adventure I've ever had.
Yeah, and I like the way she put that, because it's not necessarily a trip. It's not necessarily going away somewhere, but it's just having an experience, like whatever that means to you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. She's not asking me for fly into the moon or anything.
Right, yeah, exactly. Just an adventure. I thought that was really well put.
Yeah. We had a big field at the ranch. It was called the Spinny Field. Why it was named that, don't ask me, but we used to go in there and we were all kinds of people. Whatever we wanted to be that day, we were. We could be a mermaid, we could be a princess, we could be a cowboy, we could be a cowgirl, we could be a pirate, we could be anything we wanted to be. That was a big open space. There were some trees, there was some water, we could just do anything we wanted there. We took sticks and made them into magic wands, and that was my biggest adventure.
That's like such a beautiful place of play, hey? It's almost like a theater.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds just magical, Grandma. That's so wonderful. Thanks for asking that question, Jana. I liked that answer. So, next question is from Josh Forbes. He asks, I know, one of our favorite callers. I love that just his name makes you laugh because you know the sass is coming. So, it's great. So he says, Dear Ardyce, if you were given the opportunity for a redo Is there any event or calamity in your life you would like a second chance to do over? And he also says, having come to know a couple of the Krogstad clan, I can only imagine that through all of your epic tales and antics, this list of answers is very lengthy. So, given our antics.
He's something else, isn't he?
Yes.
Something I'd like to do. But the thing is, Miranda, I mean, I'm not going to say I want to do over my marriage, because then I wouldn't have my sons.
Right.
So you can't pick stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do over. No, I wouldn't. I was going to say I'd stay with a stable job and have a pension at the end of it all, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't change all of my adventures there.
I love that answer, though, that if you choose to do it over, you wouldn't have learned the lessons you've learned, even from the things that were hard, right? Even from your marriage, like, you got such beautiful things from that, and you learned so much from that. I think that's a beautiful perspective, Grandma.
Well, then we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, well, then we'll just leave it at that. So I think because we have so many questions this week, I will leave it at that for this episode. Grandma, is there anything you'd like to say to sign off and say goodbye to our listeners?
Bye, everybody, and thank you so much for continuing to send in questions. I know I say this all the time, but I really mean it. It means a lot to me, and I'm enjoying this so much, and especially at this time with lockdown. It means a lot to me, and I'm sending out good vibes to all of you. Big hugs, and have a safe day.
Absolutely. Wonderful note to end on, Grandma. So that was Ask Ardyce. I hope you got as much out of that as I always do. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them on Facebook, and I'll nag Grandma with some more questions soon.